headsets?
No, do you have an extra one?
There's some in the storeroom I saw. Just like these, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just in a little bag and they're on the cart.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, they said that was for the second game. They were going to go through that.
Say again?
That second game, I think they were going to go for that girl from California.
Oh, okay.
So that's the second match.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, Sammy's going to go get some headset. He's going to go get some headsets. He'll be right back. Okay, recording. Either way, you can do an induction or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Since it's the NSIC, and then you can just wait till after that.
All right.
Today's first semifinal match is between the number 3 seed Vikings of Augustana and the number 2 seed MAVRIKs of Minnesota State University. The officials for today's match are Benjamin Gutierrez, Jorge Canatrill, Andrew Rubin, and Matt Tiana. Let's meet the Vikings beginning with non-roster.
If Sammy turns his on internal, he's got an internal.
Number 2, Allie Morrison.
Turn that on.
Number 3, Kylie
Do
Claiborne.
you want Sammy's internal
Number 4,
microphone on or
Holly
not?
Clay. Number 5, Ashley Moravo.
Yeah, too much crowd up
Number
here.
6, Savannah Ellenberg. Number 11, Kelly Parrington. Number 13, Olivia Washburn. Number 14, Bailey Parsons. Number 15, Jenna Mitchell. Number 17, Izzy Hedge. Number 18, Katie Ortega. Number 20, Kenzie Green. Number 22, Lauren Schindler.
Hello?
Number 24, Claire Dame. Number 25, Jensen Froelich. Number 27, Skylar Moon.
Okay.
Number 32, Aaron Shinderhan. Number 33, Alexis Legg. Number 34, Shannon McKnight. Number 35, Gabrielle Boyer. Number 44, Megan Coos. And now the starters for the Vikings. Goalkeeper from Apple Valley, Minnesota, number 0, Claudia Pincer. Defender from Brandon, South Dakota, number 8, Grace Bender. Midfielder from Savage, Minnesota, number 9, Morgan Kierstead. Forward from Castle Rock, Colorado, number 10, Julie Pulaski. Forward from Fargo, North Dakota, number 12, Riley Close. Midfielder from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, number 16, Rebecca Gasper.
Filter 1.
Defender from Minnetonka, Minnesota, number 19, Rebecca Thorson.
Yeah, go to filter 1 then.
Defender from Lakeville, Minnesota, number 21, Lauren Brownray. Midfielder from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, number 23, Peyton Stetzel. Forward from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, number 26,
Hello?
Grace
Is that
Bender.
me?
Defender from Sioux Falls, South Dakota,
Oh,
number
okay.
28, Morgan Ball. The Vikings are coached by Brandon Morcus and assisted by Eric Spader and Jessica Reeves.
Yep.
And now let's meet the non-starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Minnesota State University Mavericks. Number 1, Taylor Katsu. Number 2, Lauren Smith. Number 3, Caitlin Brown. Number 5, Alicia Duxini. Number 6, Bree Chuckshire. Number 8, Julia Beth. Number 10, Brenda Sims. Number 11, Cindy DePruner. Number 15, Julia Nellis. Number 18, Anna Mixon. Number 20, Taylor Barzowski. Number 21, Daniel Tezet. Number 22, Jessica Alt. Number 23, Brittany Kroll. Number 24, Molly Serafoli. Number 25, Shelby Lund. Number 26, Sammy Stolik. Number 27, Cassidy Joyce. Number 28, Carly Zapluski. Number 30, Claire Baresi. Number 31, Nadia Lowry. Number 32, Erin Leary. Number 34, Addie Osgood. Number 35, Brooke Polikis. And number 36, Zoe Wright. Now let's meet the starters for the Mavericks. Forward from Mankato, Minnesota, number 4, Jenny Vetter. The defender from Ames, Iowa, number 7, Kelly Friedrich. Forward from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 9, Morgan Katsu. Midfielder from Mankato, Minnesota, number 12, Mandy Morant. Defender from Amber Grove Heights, Minnesota, number 13, Taylor Keneally. Forward from
Yes,
Hugo,
sir.
Minnesota, number 14, Molly O'Reilly. Defender from Grimes, Iowa, number 16, Morgan Siemens.
Okay.
Defender from Oakdale, Minnesota, number 17, Abby Hoskins. Forward from Castle Rock, Colorado, number 19, Dakota Wendell. Forward from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, number 29, Julia Zock. And the goalkeeper from Cedar Falls, Iowa, number 33, Alexa Labune. The Mavericks are coached by Brian Ball, assisted by Ben Jones, Aaron Tilson, and Lexi Pazinka. At this time, we will now have the reading of the NSIC Sponsorship Creed by Minnesota Sportsmanship Creed by Minnesota State student athlete Julia Nellis.
The NCAA and the NSIC encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As Division II student athletes, we support a diverse and inclusive environment, and we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support our effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the pitch on the campus of Minnesota State University, Mankato. This is the NSIC Conference Tournament. It is the second round of the conference tournament as the 21-ranked Minnesota State Mavericks host the Augustana Vikings. This is the first game of a doubleheader as we have Minot State and University of Mary playing at 2 p.m. As we look back to Wednesday in the NSIC Conference Tournament first round, the 1-seed Bemidji State lost in penalty kicks to the University of Mary. The 4-seed Minot State defeated St. Cloud State 3-2. The number 2-seed Minnesota State beat Concordia St. Paul 4-0. And the 3-seed Augustana defeated Winona State 4-1. Now starting with Augustana, the Vikings are 12-4-3. 10-3-2 in the NSIC conference on the season, and are the 3-seed in this conference tournament. Augustana is coming off a 4-1 win, like I mentioned, versus Winona State in the first round. Player to watch for the Vikings, freshman midfielder number 33, Alexis Legg. She leads the Vikings in goals with 10 and has 1 assist, totaling to 21 points on the season. Also, senior defender number 19, Rebecca Thorson. She has 5 goals on the season and a total of 11 points. And now for Minnesota State, the Mavericks are 16-2-1, 14-1-1 in NSIC on the season, and are the 2-seed in this conference tournament. Minnesota State is coming off of a 4-0 victory versus Concordia St. Paul, like I mentioned, in the first round on Wednesday. Player to watch for the Mavericks, junior forward number 19, Dakota Wendell. She leads the Mavericks in goals with 14 on the season and 34 total points. Also, senior forward number 9, Morgan Gatu. She tallied 2 goals and 1 assist in the 4-0 win against Concordia on Wednesday, and is second in team points with 29 total. And as we get to starters for today's match, starting with Augustana in goal, number 0, Claudia Pushner. Number 8, Grace Bender. Number 9, Morgan Kierstead. Number 10, Julie Plonsky. Number 12, Riley Closey. Number 16, Rebecca Gasper. Number 19, Rebecca Thorson. Number 21, Lauren Brownrigg. Number 23, Peyton Stenzel. Number 26, Grace Beam. And number 28, Morgan Moe. As we're underway here in Mankato, Augustana and Minnesota State. Minnesota State in their home gold jerseys going from right to left in this first half, and Augustana in their road navy blue jerseys going from left to right. As we get to Minnesota State starters for today, number 4, Jenny Vetter. Number 7, Kelly Friedrich. Number 9, Morgan Gatu. Number 12, Maddie Brandt. Number 13, Taylor Keneally. Number 14, Molly Riley. Number 16, Morgan Seamuth. Number 17, Abby Hoskin. Number 19, Dakota Wendell. Number 29, Julia Zock. And in goal for your Mavericks, number 33, Alexa Raboon. Ball goes out of play on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for Augustana. Taken away there by Molly Riley by the Mavericks. Plays it up. Cross midfield now. Here's Julia Zock trying to play it in space for Gatu. Back there was Brownrigg. She plays it back to the keeper, Pushner. Pushner plays it over now on the near side for Brownrigg. Brownrigg plays it to the middle now for Stenzel. Stenzel right back to Brownrigg. Now Brownrigg up across midfield. There's Kierstead. Kierstead finds Plonsky. Plonsky looks to the near side back for Kierstead. Kierstead looking to send one in the middle. Back there was Riley for the Mavericks. Plays it up for Vetter. Vetter turns it over. And now Seamuth trying to play it up for Gatu. Played back up by the Vikings. Kierstead over on the near side. Looking for Closey. That goes out of play. Referee says it's off of Taylor Keneally and the Mavericks, so it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. There's Brownrigg with the throw. Gets it into Closey. Closey looking to someone into the middle. Shot on goal, and save made there by Raboon. Good luck there from Augustana early in the first 3 minutes of this game.
Besides me.
Booming kick there from Maboon all the way back in Augustana territory. Now Thorson plays it up for the Vikings. Back there is Friedrich for the Mavericks. Plays it out on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Good defense there from Friedrich. Plays it up as far as Zock. Zock settles it down. Plays it across midfield now into space for Vetter. Vetter has some speed there on the far side. Back there is Thorson on defense for the Vikings. Vetter looking to send one in the middle for Katu. Good defense there by Augustana as Mo able to play it out. Vetter looking to send one right back in. That goes off Augustana defender. Vetter one more time. Played out this time by Thorson. Running after there on the far side is Friedrich for the Mavericks. Friedrich just plays it out. It'll be a throw just across midfield for Augustana. Now ball played up, looking for Plonsky. Mavericks able to play it out. As far as Stencil, now Stencil up for Kierstead. Kierstead plays it short, looking for Closey. Keneally for the Mavericks plays that out on the near side, throwing for the Vikings. Brownrig looking for Closey. Katu takes it away from Minnesota State and plays it up into space, looking for Zock. Back there is Thorson for Augustana, able to hold her off. Plays it back for Plonsky. Or Pushner, excuse me. Pushner, the goalkeeper. Plays it out, headed up there by Wendell. Now Brownrig in the middle for Stencil. Stencil back for Beam. And now Beam turns it over. Keneally up for Katu. Katu pressured there by Brownrig. Good defense there by Brownrig. Able to get it up for Stencil. And now Stencil across midfield. Looking for a run from Beam. Back there was Friedrich, able to play it up for Hoskin. Hoskin up for Keneally. Keneally able to play it up as far as Kierstead. Now Kierstead looking to send one in. Headed back out there by Seamuth. Settled down there by Beam. Beam over to Kierstead now. Kierstead with the shot on goal. And a good grab there. Held on by Alexa Raboon. Augustana. Two good looks here in the first 5 minutes. Goal kick sent high in the air. One hop. Settled down there by Barant. Now Maddie Barant plays it up for Vetter. Jenny Vetter looking to turn. Taking off the ball there. Plays it back for Thorson for the Vikings. Thorson up for Plonsky. Plonsky turns it over at midfield. Riley takes it away from Minnesota State. Able to get across for Wendell. Dakota Wendell trying to get it to Vetter. Vikings take it back. Now Gasper plays it up across midfield. Headed down there by Friedrich. Now Augustana turns it over in the middle. Riley back for Barant. Barant looking for Katu. Margaret Katu. Now pressured there by Gasper, able to get around her. Katu looking to make a run. Gives it up for Zock. Good defense there. Zock still on the ball.
Oh.
Now finally taken off. As it comes up to the middle, there's Stenzel. Stenzel turns it over. Friedrich able to take it back for Minnesota State. Now Vetter on the far side. Trying to keep it in, unable to do so. It'll be a throw for the Vikings. They're all looking for Beam. Headed up there by Friedrich. Riley trying to get to it. Riley trying to play it up for Zock now. Back there is Thorson for the Vikings. Plays it over on the near side for Closey. Now Keneally hooks up for Katu. Worker Katu. Pressured there by Brownrig. Able to send it to the middle, looking for Vetter. Back there is Thorson, able to play it up across midfield, back into Maverick territory. Now Grace Beam on the ball. Beam there on the far side for the Vikings. Makes a move there on Friedrich, looking to send one in. On goal, punched away by Raboon. It'll be a corner kick for Augustana. Another great look from the Vikings attack. Raboon had to make 3 good saves here early. Now the corner kick coming on the near side for the Vikings. Taking it, number 23, Peyton Stenzel. Stenzel's kick coming in. Headed out of play. Referee awards Augustana another corner kick as it goes off of Minnesota State. Stenzel will get a second try now. Stenzel gets all the way through. Now Beam settles it down. Taken away there by Riley. Riley plays it up for Vetter. Mavericks looking to escape. Beam plays it back. Sent right back in by Brownrigg. Now Friedrich heads it up for Riley. Riley has some space now on the far side. Closing quickly there is Kierstead. Riley able to play one up for Vetter. A little too far for her. Off of Brownrigg. Now Vetter.
Come on.
On the ball, looking to bring one in. Shot on goal, and a good save made there by Pushner. Mavericks a little bit of a counterattack there. Probably their best look of the day so far. Now Riley heads it up. Settled down there by Stenzel.
Oh, shoot.
Dakota Wendell wins it back. Up for Riley. Now Riley finds Katu on the near side. Morgan Katu. Pressured there by Brownrigg. Able to get around her. Katu now brings it to the middle.
Boss.
Trying to get it to Zock. Now Zock pressured there by Gasper.
Yeah,
Plays it up for Stenzel. Stenzel looking for Plonsky. Taken away there by Keneally.
Okay.
Now Keneally gets it across midfield for Wendell. Dakota Wendell gets taken down. It'll be a foul on the Vikings. Foul was on Stenzel. Now the Mavericks will have a free kick here. Taking it for the Mavericks, number 17, Abby Hoskin. Hoskin kick goes in just over the head of Zock. Played back out as far as Barant. Barant's shot attempt deflected back out. Hoskin able to get it over for Friedrich now. Friedrich looks up for Zock. Zock able to keep it. Pressured there by Stenzel. Gives it up for Barant. Barant's shot. And that goes wide. It'll be a goal kick now for Emily Pushner. Claudia Pushner, excuse me. It'll be a goal kick for her as 10 minutes elapsed in this first half. Still scoreless here in Mankato between Augustana and Minnesota State. Now ball comes to Wendell in the middle. Wendell has Riley up on the far side. Riley gives it up for Vetter. Jenny Vetter plays it off at Thorson. It'll be a corner kick for Minnesota State. Their first of the game. Running over there on the far side to take this corner for the Mavericks, number 9, Morgan Katu. Katu had 2 goals and 1 assist, like I mentioned on the onset, in the 4-1 win over Concordia. Headed up there by Vetter and a goal! Jenny Vetter strikes first for the Mavericks.
Keep it up, keep it up. Wow, that was a good header.
Jenny Vetter getting her 4th goal on the season. Puts the Mavericks in front off a corner kick off the foot of Katu. Katu gets her 10th assist of the season, and the Mavericks lead Augustana 1-0 early in this first half. And now a throw-in for Closey. Closey's shot sent in and smothered up there by Raboon. Raboon's goal kick comes over on the near side, settled down by Closey. Closey gets in the middle for Plonsky. Plonsky couldn't control. Now Barant up on the far side for Riley for the Mavericks. Riley trying to keep it in. Ref on the far side says she did not. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings right at midfield. Throw looking for Beam. Back there is Hoskin. Hoskin just plays it out. Augustana throw once again. Number 8 over there for the Vikings, Grace Bender. Looking for Plonsky. Good defense there by Seamuth, able to play it up as far as Riley. Now on the ball for the Mavericks is Wendell. Dakota Wendell. Gets it back up for Riley. Riley gives it up for Brandt. Now Brandt across midfield looking for Vetter, a little too far for her. Now Gasper on the ball for the Vikings. A little give and go. Gasper gets it up for Kierstead now. Kierstead plays it up on the near side for Closey. Closey looking to send one in. Ball still loose in the box. Played out by Friedrich. And now Keneally out of play. It'll be a throw for the Vikings. A near chance there for Augustana. And now number 21, Lauren Brownrigg with the throw for the Vikings. Gets it into Closey. Closey pressured there and taken away by Katu. Katu plays it out. Brownrigg will take the throw once again. Off of Katu, and Brownrigg will look for someone else this time. Looking for Gasper. Katu once again, and that'll go out off of Minnesota State. It'll be a corner this time. Third corner kick of the game for Augustana. Running over there on the near side, number 23, Peyton Stenzel. Stenzel's corner kick. Sent in. Ball's loose, still in the box. Raboon trying to get it. Beam sends it wide, and it'll be a goal kick for the Mavericks. Wow. A lot of bodies in front of that net. Raboon was trying to find it. Ball popped up for Beam, and Beam had a near chance. Mavericks avoid a scare there. Now a substitution for Augustana. Checking in, number 33, Alexis Reg. Now ball comes up for Hoskin. Hoskin up for Brandt now. Brandt has Riley. That comes off her foot. Vetter able to get back on it for the Mavericks. Vetter plays it back in Viking territory. Headed up there by Augustana. And now Wendell back on the ball for the Mavericks. Dakota Wendell plays it over on the near side for Katu. More Katu brings it back to the middle. Trying to center for Riley. Riley trying to give it up for Vetter on the end line. Vetter able to hold it in. Augustana plays it out. Now across midfield. Back there is Seamuth from Minnesota State. Turns it over. Seamuth, good recovery defense there, and plays it up. Back into Maverick territory. Now Zock fighting with Stenzel. She goes down. Now Gasper plays it over on the near side for Closey. Closey does a good job of keeping it in. Pressured there by Keneally. That goes through Kierstead all the way up for Leg. Leg pressured there by Brandt. A little wrestling there, and foul goes on the Vikings. Alexis Leg on the foul on Maddie Brandt. It'll be a Maverick free kick now. Setting up to take it, number 17, Abby Hoskin. Now ball comes to the Viking territory. Back there is Thorson. Plays it off of Vetter. Thorson one more time. Plays it to the middle for Gasper. Gasper unable to control. Now here's Wendell. Wendell trying to get it over for Zock. Ball comes out as far as Riley. Riley plays it over for Vetter now. Jenny Vetter just outside the 18. Gets it in for Zock. Ball goes through to Katu. And now Brownrigg back on the ball for Augustana. Looking for Kierstead. Kierstead plays it back for Stenzel. Stenzel plays it off for Riley. Riley a little shaken up now on the play. The ref will stop play. Trainer for Minnesota State comes out. We'll take an injury timeout here.
Sounds good, boss.
Riley able to walk off under her own power. Over there on the sideline, and number 31, Nadia Lowry, checks in for the Mavericks for Riley.
You're 2 seconds behind us.
Off the restart. Bender plays it back into Maverick territory. Hoskin settles it down now. Hoskin looking for Vetter. Ball comes up. Handball called on Augustana. Going to be a Maverick free kick now. Up on the far side. Running over there is number 17, Abby Hoskin. Hoskin kick comes in. Headed back there by Thorson. Now Kierstead plays it up for Gasper. Gasper looking up for Closey on the near side. Closey able to settle it down. Plays it back for Brownrigg. Brownrigg looking for Leg up across midfield. Leg gets it over for Kierstead. Now Kierstead pressured there by Brandt. Plays it over for Bender on the far side now. Grace Bender plays it back to the middle for Kierstead. Kierstead gives it up for Gasper. Gasper's shot on goal and scooped up there by Raboon. Raboon's kick taken there by Kelly Friedrich. Friedrich up to Wendell. Wendell taken off the ball there by Gasper. Gasper a little too far for Kierstead, and now Keneally trying to find Zock. Back there's Brownrigg for the Vikings. Plays in the middle for Stenzel. Stenzel now back for Thorson. Rebecca Thorson looking at someone in the space for Beam. Grace Beam trying to someone in the middle. Back there was Hoskin. Plays it back out on the far side. Beam right back on the ball for the Vikings. Good defense there by Friedrich, and now Lowry plays it out on the far side. Throw comes into Stenzel. Stenzel looking for Beam. Beam's cross, a little too far for Closey. Back there is Keneally, gives it up for Wendell. Wendell has Vetter on the far side. Now the head from Friedrich, trying to get it to Vetter. Vikings take it back. Stenzel looking for Closey, that goes over her head. Back there is Keneally for the Mavericks. Taken right off the ball by Closey. Closey looking to center. Legs pass, a little too far for Kierstead, and now Zock with a touch pass up for Katu. Katu has some speed across midfield, looking to send one into space for Vetter. Back there is Grace Bender for the Vikings, just plays it back for the keeper Pushner. Pushner will give it right back for Bender. Bender has Thorson. Ball goes out on the far side. It'll be a throw in for Minnesota State, and now Riley checks back in. Riley now back on the ball for the Mavericks. Looking to play one up for Katu. Katu gives it up for Zock. Zock's shot goes high, resulting in a goal kick now for the Augustana Vikings. Just over 10 minutes elapsed in this, 25 minutes elapsed in this first half. Minnesota State leads Augustana 1-0. Pushner's kick comes up for Gasper. Gasper heads up for Kierstead. Now Kierstead has Leg across midfield. Alexis Leg has Closey now on the near side. Closey looking back for Leg. Taken away there by Seamuth. Now Wendell up for Katu. Katu pressured there by Brownrigg. Brownrigg does a good job of keeping it in, and referee says there's a foul on Mavericks. It'll be a free kick now for Augustana on the near side. Setting up to take it, number 19, Rebecca Thorson. Ball comes in for leg, played back out by Durant. Up on the far side now, running over there is Bender. Bender lets it go out of play. It'll be a throw for the Vikings. Looking for Beam. Beam taken off the ball there by Friedrich, and now Vetter comes away with it for the Mavericks. Plays it up across midfield. No one there for Minnesota State. Brownrigg turns it over, looking for Closey, and now Keneally plays it over on the near side. Katu trying to keep it in, unable to do so. It'll be a throw on the near side now for the Vikings. Brownrigg has Gasper. Gasper looking to put one up for leg. Leg able to settle it down for Closey. Closey's shot comes in, one hop, and a good grab there by Raboon. Played up now, Wendell looking for Vetter. Vetter trying to find Riley on the far side. Back there with Stenzel. Stenzel plays it up for Beam. Ball goes now out on the far side. It'll be thrown for the Mavericks. Friedrich looking for Riley. That goes over her head. Now on the ball is Bender. Bender has Kierstead. Kierstead pressured there by Durant. Plays it off of Riley. Now Kierstead has Leg in the middle. Leg gives it up for Beam. Beam shot on goal, and an easy scoop up there by Raboon. Raboon's goal kick headed in the air there by Gasper. Up to Katu, and now Zock trying to keep it in. Unable to do so. It'll be a throw for Augustana. Couple substitutions now for the Vikings. Number 27, Skylar Moen, checking in. As well as number 20, Kenzie Geiger. Now the throw comes in for Leg. Leg trying to get it for Gasper. Now ball comes into Geiger on the far side. Friedrich plays it out for the Mavericks. Throwing for the Vikings. Bender gets it into Leg. Leg turns it over. Now Vetter takes it away for the Mavericks. Vetter trying to play it up. Back there was Thorson. Ball goes out of play off the Mavericks. Augustana throw. Bender gets it in for Geiger. Taking off the ball there by Durant. Durant turns it over. Thorson plays it up now on the far side. Looking for Leg. Back there is Seamuth. Seamuth plays it over for Friedrich. Friedrich now has Hoskin. Hoskin gets it up to Zock. Zock back for Riley. Now Molly Riley looking to send one up for Vetter. Ball goes out of play. Throwing for Augustana. Now Thorson gets it up for Gasper. Gasper right back for Thorson. Now Thorson plays it up for Kierstead. Kierstead turns it over. Dakota Wendell. Now on the ball for the Mavericks. Gets it up for Katu. Katu has Zock now in the middle. Zock turning, taking off the ball there. Just for the meantime, able to get it up to Katu now. Katu right back for Zock. Zock shot on goal. And a good save made there by Pushner. Pushner takes the goal kick right away. Comes up to Durant now. Durant turns it over for Kierstead. Kierstead has Geiger up on the far side. Geiger trying to get it back for Kierstead. Ball comes to Riley now for the Mavericks. Riley across midfield has Zock. Zock looking to play one in the space for Katu. Back there was Brownrigg for the Vikings. Plays it up for Moen. Moen back for Brownrigg. Brownrigg now across midfield for Leg. Leg unable to control the first touch. Ball comes up for Katu. Katu plays it back. Pushner will make the grab there. Headed in the air there by Barant. Settled down there by Wendell. Now Dakota Wendell looking to someone into space for Katu. Katu able to get to it. Plays it off of Mo, and it'll be a corner kick for the Mavericks. It'll be Minnesota State's second corner of the game. Their first corner they scored. Now on the near side, going to take this one. Number 9, Morgan Katu. Katu's kick comes in. Off the head of Wendell. Now Vetter plays it back for Katu. Katu one more time. Punched out there by Pushner. Out on the far side, running after there's Barant. Barant brings it back to the middle. Shot comes in off the head there of Augustana defender. Now Bender turns it over. Vetter back on the ball. Trying to play one in for Wendell. Sent right back out on the far side by Augustana. It'll be throwing for the Mavericks. Vetter has Zock. Zock dancing on the far side, unable to keep it in. It'll be thrown for the Vikings. Now a substitution for Augustana. Number 34, Shannon McKnight checks in. Now Stencil plays it back into Maverick territory. Running over there on the far side is Hoskin. Hoskin up for Vetter. Vetter able to keep it in. Now Thorson back on the ball for Augustana. Plays it up. Keneally plays it back. Now Gasper has Geiger. Geiger looking to someone in the middle for Moen. Back there was Keneally. Now a shot there from Gasper on goal. And Raboon makes the grab there. Sent up there by Friedrich for the Mavericks. Running after it there is Zock. Back there for Augustana is Thorson. Thorson able to play it off of Zock, and it'll be a throw in for the Vikings. McKnight has Geiger. Geiger plays it back to McKnight. As far as Barant. Now Barant trying to get it up for Riley. Back there was Geiger. Plays it back to McKnight. And now Stenzel on the ball for the Vikings. Plays it over the head of Wendell. Now comes up to Moen across midfield. Moen back for Brownrigg. Brownrigg trying to find leg. Back there was Hoskin. Plays it high in the air off the hop. Settled down there by Wendell. Now Dakota Wendell. Plays it up, looking for Vetter. Back there was Thorson. Thorson able to play it out on the far side. Going for the Mavericks. Vetter trying to find Zock. Back there was McKnight. Able to play it over for Thorson. Thorson up as far as Riley. And now Vetter on the ball for Minnesota State. Gets it in the middle for Wendell. Wendell's shot on goal, and an easy grab there made by Pushner. Under 15 minutes left to play in this first half. Minnesota State leads Augustana 1-0 off a Jenny Vetter goal. Ball comes back to Seamuth. Seamuth, little give and go from Hoskin. Now Friedrich. Right back for Hoskin. Nabby Hoskin. Looking up for Zock. Zock trying to play one into space for Vetter. Back there was McKnight. McKnight up for Gasper, now for Augustana. Gasper able to dribble across midfield into Maverick territory. Gasper trying to find leg. Taken off the ball there by Barant. Up to Wendell. Now Wendell has Riley. Molly Riley now across midfield. Trying to find Zock. Taken off the ball there by Thorson, excuse me. Ball comes back to Pushner. Now Moen right back for Thorson. Thorson plays up to midfield, off the foot there of Keneally. Now Kierstead gets it up to Leg. Leg taken off the ball there by Barant. Baran trying to find Wendell, a little too far for her. Brownrigg plays it up for Kierstead now, cross midfield. Headed there by Friedrich. Ball comes up to Riley. Deflected out of play off of the Vikings. It'll be a throw for the Mavericks. Throwing now, deflects over to Brandt. Brandt across midfield for Zock. Zock pressured there by Thorson. Able to get around for the meantime. Zock trying to play it off at Thorson. Ball stays in on the far side. Zock looking for Katu. That goes just over her head. Back there was Brownrigg for the Vikings. Plays it up for Vetter. Now Brownrigg one more time. Up for Geiger on the far side. Geiger able to settle it down. Plays it to the middle for Stenzel. That goes all the way through for Wendell. Now Wendell up for Zock. Zock trying to give her it back for Wendell. Taken away by Gasper now for the Vikings. Gasper up for a leg. A little touch pass over for Kierstead. Now Augustana into Maverick territory. Plays it over for Moen. On the near side, Moen able to get around Keneally for the meantime. Keneally does a good recovery defense. Moen still on the ball. Keneally relentless defense there on Moen. Moen
Hard ball.
trying to play it up for Brownrigg. Keneally gets a foot in there, plays it off of Moen, and it'll be a throw for the Mavericks.
Yeah, it was.
Now a couple substitutions for Minnesota State.
Go Mavs.
Number
go
6, Bree Chacho. Number 31, Nadia Lowry, both check in. Now Keneally on the throw, gets it into Chacho. Gasper able to play it up for Kierstead now for Augustana. Kierstead pressured there by Barant, still on the ball now. Shot deflected there by Hoskin. Now Geiger on the ball for Augustana on the far side. Looking to cross. Back there was Hoskin. Plays it up as far as Lowry. Lowry turns it over. Stenzel's shot comes in, and Alexander Boone makes the grab there.
Boom.
Off the head of Chacho. Settled down there by Stenzel, but Nadia Lowry comes away with it for the Mavericks. Plays it up for Wendell. Wendell trying to find
what a
Katu,
pass.
a little too far for her. Ball comes back to Gasper. Gasper has Stenzel. Stenzel now across midfield into Maverick territory, looking for Alexis Legg. Back there was Seamuth. Seamuth has Hoskin. Now Abby Hoskin up on the near side has Katu. Katu pressured there by Brownrigg, able to get around her for the meantime. Katu now makes a move to the outside. One more time to the inside. Trying to find Vetter. Vetter's head, trying to get it to Wendell. Back there was Moen. Now ball comes up to Geiger. Geiger pressured there by a couple Mavericks. Lowry able to play it up as far as McKnight. McKnight has Mo. Now Mo trying to find Moen. Keneally able to play it up for Katu now for the Mavericks. Katu looking for Chacho. Ball comes back to Katu right in the middle. Off the head of Stenzel. Over for McKnight now. McKnight for Augustana. Cross midfield. Taken off the ball there by Vetter. Friedrich looking for Wendell. Ball pinballs back for Mo. Settled down there by Vetter. Friedrich cross midfield looking to center for Chacho. A little too far for her. Now Gasper has Moen up on the near side. Moen makes a move back to the middle, gives it right back for Gasper. Gasper has Stenzel. Stenzel trying to find Moen off the head there of Keneally and Hoskin. Brandt trying to get to it. Ball comes back from Kierstead to Gasper on goal, and Boone makes the grab there for the Mavericks. Played right back up by Thorson. Up for Geiger. Geiger plays it all the way back to the keeper. For Boone. And she'll hold on. Headed up there by Chacho. Played back as far as Keneally. Now Keneally up for Katu. Morgan Katu trying to find Wendell back on the near side. Wendell right back to Katu. A little give and go now. Back there was Brownrigg. For Augustana. Plays it out on the near side, and we'll get some more substitutions for both teams. Number 32, Aaron Schneiderhan checks in for Augustana. And now number 10, Brenda Sens. Number 24, Molly Serafolian. And number 11, Sydney DePringer, all check in for Minnesota State. The throw. Trying to come to Serafolian. Back there is Brownrigg. Able to play it out on the far side. On the near side, throw in. Descends. Gets it into Serafolian. Serafolian in the middle for Chacha, a little too far for her. Played up by Kierstead, up to Moen now. Moen across midfield for Legg. Alexis Legg reverses for Gasper. Rebecca Gasper. Able to get up for Schneiderhan. Schneiderhan. Little give and go. Turned back over by Augustana. Friedrich. Plays it up on the far side. Thorson does a good job letting it go out of play on the far side. Throw comes into Legg now. Alexis Legg able to settle it down for the Vikings. Has to reverse. For McKnight. Now McKnight trying to spring Schneiderhan. Back there was Hoskin able to play it out. Be throw in for Augustana. McKnight gets it into Legg. Legg trying to cross for Moen. Shot just goes wide. It'll be a goal kick for Minnesota State. Another substitution for Augustana. Number 24, Claire Dom checks in. Now ball comes back for Brandt. Brandt headed up there by Thorson. Brandt able to get it back for the Mavericks. Plays it up for Serafolian. Serafolian trying to get it up for Descends. Ball deflects. And now Gasper trying to find Moen on the near side. Bounces past her. Keneally back on the ball for the Mavericks. Gets in the middle for Brandt. Brandt trying to find Descends. Taken away there by Brownrigg. Brownrigg back in the middle for Gasper. Rebecca Gasper trying to get it up to Legg. Good defense there by Seamuth. Now Chacho on the ball for Minnesota State. Chacho looks back in the middle. Has Lowry. Nadia Lowry looking to send one in. Ball deflects and just off the post.
That was a hell of a post.
It'll be a corner kick for the Mavericks as it deflected off of the Vikings. Mavericks' third corner of this game so far. Under 5 left to play in this first half. Minnesota State still leads 1-0. Now over there on the far side. Take this corner, number 24, Molly Serafolian. Serafolian's kick comes in. Ball still loose in the box. Played out there by Legg as far as Brandt. Now Brandt trying to play it over for DePringer on the far side. That'll roll out of play. Augustana throw-in. McKnight trying to get it up for Schneiderhan. Schneiderhan pressured there by Friedrich. Now taken away by Lowry. A little too far. Now Gasper trying to spring Dom. Good defense there by Hoskin. Now the Mavericks turn it over. Gasper up for Dom. Moen unable to get to it. Played up by Keneally. Now Descends across midfield, looking to send one into space for DePringer. Coming out of her net was Pushner, and she's able to hold on there.
Oh, okay.
Good read there by Pushner.
So you want me to just to go change it?
Now Barant trying to go up for Lowry.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Taken away by Kierstead. Kierstead plays it back for McKnight.
Okay. Oh,
McKnight trying to get one up for leg. Back there was Barant. And now Friedrich gets it up to Lowry. Lowry plays one up for Chacho. Chacho makes a move back to the middle, able to get around Gasper. Gasper, good recovery defense. Able to take it away.
Okay, that's weird because it's by the goal.
Turning it over, and now Friedrich gets it up for Serafolian.
Okay.
Molly Serafolian taken away by Kierstead. Kierstead plays it back for McKnight. McKnight turns it over. Now on the ball is Chacho. Chacho in the middle for Barant. Barant's shot coming in, and that goes just wide. It'll be a goal kick for Augustana as they have another substitution. Checking in number 3, Kylie Claiborne. And now Thorson plays it up for Schneiderhan. Schneiderhan finds leg. Leg. Pressured there by a couple Mavericks. Able to stay on the ball. Trying to play it over for Claiborne. Taken away by Keneally. Now Taylor Keneally with some speed across midfield. Still on the ball now. No one coming up for Augustana. Shot comes in on goal. And an easy scoop up there made by Pushner. Pushner rolls it right away for McKnight. As we have a minute and a half left to play in this first half. Mo taken away there by Descends. Descends plays it back for Lowry. Nadia Lowry able to settle it down. Gets it over for Chacho. Chacho looking for Neprenger. Back there is Augustana, able to play it up. Back into Maverick territory. Back there is Hoskin. Hoskin able to play it out on the far side. It'll be a throw for the Vikings. Under a minute now. Dom looking to center. Back there was Barant. Now Thorson able to get it up to Dom. Dom plays it off of Seamuth. It'll be thrown for the Vikings on the far side. Throw in. Trying to find Schneiderhan. Back there was Friedrich able to play it out under 30 seconds now. Augustana looking to make one last push here in this first half. McKnight's cross. Ball still loose in the box. Alexis Legg trying to get to it. Barant able to get to it for the Mavericks and able to play it out. Back across midfield, under 10 to go. Ball comes up on the far side for Schneiderhan. Goes out of play off of Friedrich. And that'll do it for this first half. Jenny Vetter getting her 4th goal in the season, putting the Mavericks in front. And Minnesota State leads Augustana 1-0 after 45 minutes of play. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. final to NCAA.
Right, this is the
Yeah,
NSIC, so
yeah.
when we get done with these, and I guess the final will be here Sunday,
Yeah.
and then they're going to go on to the NCAA then?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the seeding. But I mean, if we win the whole thing, we'll probably be the higher seed. We might host. Yeah, we might. To be determined. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, just the first round is like the highest seed. Yeah. Remember last year, we had one game. It's been a lot, yeah. I'm okay. All right, welcome back, everyone. Here in Mankato, the first game of the semifinals here in the NSIC Conference Tournament. After 45 minutes of play, Minnesota State leads Augustana 1-0 off a Jenny Vetter goal. Stats in that first half. Shots were 9-12 in favor of Augustana. Corner kicks were even at 3 apiece, with the Mavericks having 1-0 edge. Coming up here in Mankato, second game of the semifinal of the NSIC Conference Tournament at 2 p.m. Minot State, the 4th seed, will go up against the 8th seed, University of Mary Marauders. And the winners of both those games will face up in the championship game here in Mankato on Sunday. For just joining us, Minnesota State in their home gold jerseys, going from left to right here now in the second half. And Augustana in their navy road jerseys, going from right to left. I'm not sure if it's on the radio. Yeah. Augustana will get us underway here in this second half. Polonsky starts us, plays it back for Stenzel. Stenzel up for Kierstad now. Taken away by Dakota Wendell up to Zock. Julia Zock has Riley in the middle. Molly Riley plays over the far side now for Katu. Katu trying to make a run there with Zock. Augustana able to take it away now. Kierstead has some space now across midfield. Time play went into space for Beam. Ball goes through for Friedrich. Beam with the shot and a diving stop made there. Rebound cleared there by Keneally. Out as far as Kierstead. Up for Beam. And Baran able to play it out on the far side up to Katu. Really good look there in the first minute from Augustana. And now the throw-in comes to Closey. Keneally slipped on the play. Closey looking to send one in. Comes all the way through to the Beam. Deflects off of Friedrich. All the way back for Kierstead. Kierstead in for Polonsky. Polonsky trying to find Beam. Mavericks play it out. Up to Riley. Riley has Katu. Now Katu back to midfield. Thorson turns it over. Now Riley looking to play one in for Vetter. Vetter has some speed. Vetter gets taken down. No call as Thorson comes away with it for the Vikings. And now Beam lets it go through for Polonsky. Polonsky trying to play in the middle now for Closey. Back there was Keneally. Able to play it out for the Mavericks. Goes all the way back to midfield. Stenzel plays it back for Thorson. Thorson gets it up to Closey. Ball deflects off of Keneally. Now Seamuth gets it up to Barant. Barant up to the circle. Headed there by Casper. And now the Mavericks take it back. Riley over for Katu on the far side. Morgan Katu trying to make a move on Brownrigg. Plays it out for her. Out of play. Maverick throw-in. Katu gets it into Zock. Julia Zock brings it to the middle now, trying to make a move. Pressure there by Stenzel. Still on the ball is Zock. Circles back. Now shoots it on goal, and Pushner makes the grab there for the Vikings. Goal kick comes up to midfield, settled down by Brandt, taken over there by Plonsky for the meantime as Brandt takes it back for the Mavericks. Plays it back to Hoskin. Hoskin has Wendell up across midfield. Wendell gets it up to Katu. Katu back to Wendell. Now Dakota Wendell gets it to Vetter. Vetter unable to control the first touch. Now Augustana plays it up. Sent right back up by Brandt. Now Bender gets up to Beam. Little touch pass. Looking for Stenzel. Ball deflects over to Bender. Now trying to get up to Beam. Friedrich does a good job. Gets up to Vetter. But Vetter looking to center. Turns it over. Thorson comes away with it for the Augustana. Plays it up to Closey. Closey touch pass looking for Plonsky. Back there was Hoskin. Hoskin gets it up to Katu now. Katu brings it to the middle. Gets it up to Zock. Julia Zock looking to bring it in. Shot deflects off of Thorson. Zock able to recover. Get back on it. Trying to cross. No one there. Stenzel plays it out for Augustana. Closey able to keep it in on the far side. Closey plays it back. Good defense there by Zock. Able to win it back for the Mavericks. Referee said the ball deflected off of Minnesota State. It'll be Augustana throwing. Ball comes into Mo. Mo able to play it up for Plonsky. Ball deflects over to Wendell now for the Mavericks. Wendell gets it up to Riley. A little give and go back to Wendell. To go to Wendell, trying to find Zock. Zock turning, looking to shoot, and that goes just high. It'll be a goal kick for Pushner. Ball taken there by Wendell for the Mavericks. Wendell looking for Vetter. Back there was Thorson. Thorson trying to play it up for Plonsky. Headed there by Seamuth. Up to Wendell now. Wendell trying to find Vetter. Ball headed there by Thorson. Cleared by Stenzel up as far as Seamuth. And now Seamuth plays it over on the far side. Kadu does a good job able to keep it in there. And now plays it back out on the far side. Now Brownrigg with the throw. Headed there by Katu. Zock gets on the ball now for the Mavericks. Looking to bring it to the middle. Julia Zock trying to get it to Vetter. Back there is Thorson for Augustana. Able to play it over to the near side. Riley settles it down for the Mavericks. Trying to keep it in. Unable to do so. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Grace Bender gets it in a Beam. Beam to Kierstead. Little give and go. Trying to find Beam. Back there was Friedrich able to play it out. It'll be a near side throw-in for Augustana. Number 8, Bender. Gets it into Beam. Beam lets it go through. Back there was Hoskin. Hoskin plays it up to midfield. Now Thorson on the ball. Looking to cross for Closey. Mavericks able to play it out. But Gasper back on the ball for Augustana. Gasper trying to find Plonsky on the far side. Over there was Keneally. Does a good job. Plays it over to Seamuth. Seamuth gets it right back to Keneally. Now Keneally up for Wendell. Wendell gets it over for Katu. Katu does a good job keeping it in and turns it over now. And Gasper plays it out. Throwing for the Mavericks. Keneally trying to find Wendell. Ball taken away there by Kierstead. And now Gasper, a little give and go back to Kierstead. Kierstead pressure there by Barant. Shot comes in. And a one-hop save made there by Raboon. Headed back there by Wendell and Riley for the Mavericks. Now Brownrigg tries to get it up. Little collision there. One from each team goes down. Ball comes back into Augustana territory. Now Barant at midfield takes it away for the Mavericks. Hoskin looking to play one into space for Vetter. A really good ball now. Jenny Vetter looking to take the shot, and that goes wide. No deflections, so it'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. Peyton Stenzel, a little shaken up there for the Vikings. Forces the trainer to come out. We'll take a break. Stenzel able to walk off under her own power, maybe a little assistance from the trainer, but number 33, Alexis Legg, checks in for her. Now awaiting the goal kick from Pushner on the restart. Just under 37 minutes left to play in this second half. Mavericks hold a 1-0 lead over Augustana. Thorson trying to play it up for Closey, headed there by Keneally for the Mavericks. Up for Vetter. Vetter on the far side, trying to get around Brownrigg. Brownrigg does a good job, able to play it over for Moe. Moe plays it up as far as Wendell. Wendell unable to control the first touch. Ball comes back to Augustana. Now Plonsky couldn't control for the Vikings. Vetter able to take it away for the Mavericks. Trying to find Katu. Ball deflects. Now comes over to Beam. Beam gets it up to Kierstead. Kierstead off of Barant. Now Kierstead heads it up this time. Up for Plonsky. A little give and go. A little miscommunication. Mavericks take it away. Here's Riley on the ball. Gets it up to Katu. Katu brings it to the middle. Trying to find Zock now. Here's Zock. Pushing her out of her net. Zock shoots, and she scores! Julia Zock makes it 2-0 Minnesota State. Julia Zock getting her 7th goal on the season for the Mavericks. Assisted by Morgan Katu. That's her 2nd assist of the game. And now the Minnesota State Mavericks have a 2-0 lead over the Augustana Vikings. Just over 35 minutes left to play in this second half. Now Riley looking to cross. Ball gets played out by Thorson. Out as far as Friedrich. Friedrich looking to center for Wendell. Wendell back on the ball now. Wendell's shot comes in, and that goes just wide. Another good opportunity there from the Mavericks as they continue to put pressure on here in this second half. It'll be a goal kick for Pushner. She takes it right away short for Brownrigg. Brownrigg plays it up. Good for Legg. Legg, a little touch pass for Beam. Comes up to Plonsky. Friedrich able to play it back for Hoskin. Now the ball comes out of play on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for Augustana. Brownrigg trying to get into Beam. Katu does a good job trying to take it away, but gets up to Beam. Beam trying to center for Legg. Back there was Seamuth, able to play it up as far as Zock. Now Zock trying to play one into space. That'll go all the way back to the keeper, Pushner, and she'll make the grab. Throws it right away over to Moe. Moe gets it to Thorson. Little touch pass back to Moe, and now Moe plays it up across midfield. Looking for Plonsky. Friedrich does a good job, able to play it up. Now sent right back up by Moe. Alexis Legg was trying to get to it. Hoskin was back there for the Mavericks. Headed up now by Zock. Vetter trying to run over there. Thorson able to head it up on the far side. Now Zock gets on it. looking to cross all the way back to the keeper, and she'll make the grab there. Pushner's kick. Settled down now by Brandt. Handball was called on Maddie Brandt. It'll be a free kick for Augustana. They play it back short for Thorson. Thorson has Beam up across midfield. Gets it in the middle for Legg. Alexis Legg looking to flip the field on the far side, trying to find Bender. Vetter does a good job letting it go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Mavericks. Augustana will make a substitution. Ref will call her back. It'll be a Maverick throw. Keneally trying to find Wendell. Ball played up now by Vetter on the far side. That'll roll out of play, and now the substitution will come in. It'll be number 24, Claire Dom, checking in for Plonsky. Now the throw coming from Bender, trying to get it to Dom. Back there is Seamuth, able to play it over for Brandt. Brandt right back to Seamuth now on the far side. Up for Wendell across midfield. Dakota Wendell trying to center for Katu. Augustana defense back there, able to play it up. And now Dom gets it up to Legg. Legg trying to find Beam. Friedrich gets it over for Hoskin. Hoskin plays over to the near side. Beam will play it off of Friedrich. They'll go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Now a substitution for both teams. It's number 34. Shannon McKnight checks in for Augustana. And number 24, Molly Serapholian checks in for the Mavericks. Throw comes in. Friedrich able to take it away from Minnesota State. Played up as far as McKnight. McKnight trying to get it back to Gasper. She couldn't control the first touch. And now Serapholian looking to put it into space for Katu. Katu able to get around Brownrigg. Brownrigg trying to make a grab. Katu shot on goal and just punched over the net. Good save made there by Pushner. It'll be a corner kick now for the Mavericks. It'll be the Mavericks' fourth corner of the game. First of the second half. Over there on the far side, taking it, number 9, Morgan Katu. Mavericks scored in the first half on a corner. As Katu's kick comes in. Ball's loose in the box. Serapholian trying to get a foot on it. That'll go wide. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Augustana. Played it short to McKnight. McKnight plays it off of Vetter. Vetter able to keep it in. Cleared there by Mo for Augustana. Up to Dom. Dom right back for Closey. Closey looking to play one into space for Beam. Back there is Friedrich, able to play it over on the far side. Keneally trying to keep it in. She won't get to it. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. So we approach 30 minutes left to play in this second half. Mavericks hold a 2-0 lead. McKnight looking to get it into Closey. Closey pressured there by Keneally. Taken away there by Vetter. And Vetter will just play it out. McKnight gets it into Legg. Legg taking off the ball there by Keneally. Keneally plays it back to midfield. Thorson sends it right back in for Augustana. Headed up there by Kierstead. And Seamuth for the Mavericks. Dakota Wendell able to settle it down and take it away. Plays it over on the near side. Katu trying to get to it. She won't. It'll be thrown for the Vikings. Now Katu takes the throw-in away from Augustana. Played it into space for Serapholian. Serapholian's shot goes off the side of the net. It'll be a goal kick for the Vikings as we have another substitution for Minnesota State. Checking in is number 20, Taylor Barzowski. Heading off there is Friedrich. Goal kick comes up to Kierstead. She settles it down. Ball deflected off of Riley. Up to Closey. Closey able to get around Keneally now. Across midfield with some space. Closey looking to cross. Back there was Hoskin, able to play it out as far as Beam as she gets back on the ball. Plays it over to Closey. Closey looking to play it in. Back there was Hoskin one more time. Vetter lets it through over for Serafolian. Serafolian will play it out off of Augustana on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for the Mavericks. Keneally trying to get into Serafolian. That'll go off a play. Throwing for the Vikings now. McKnight looking. Gets it into Leg. Leg gets it up for Gasper. Gasper looking for Dom. Headed back there by Hoskin. Now Gasper plays it back for McKnight. McKnight trying to find Dom. Once again, Hoskin does a good job. Able to take it away for Minnesota State. Hoskin gets it up to Wendell across midfield. Ball deflected off of Kierstead. Over for Riley now. Molly Riley looking to play one into space for Serafolian. Back there was Thorson. She'll let it roll back for Pushner, and Pushner roll it away for Mo. Mo gets it up to Beam. Beam up for Leg. Leg looking to cross in the middle for Dom. A little too far as Keneally able to play it out. Headed there by Kierstead and Leg. Keneally gets it up to Wendell now for the Mavericks. Wendell slips. Gasper gets it up for Leg. Leg plays it back out for Closey. Closey's cross coming in. Back there was Barant. Plays over for Hoskin. Hoskin able to get it out of harm's way. All the way up for Wendell. Wendell for Serafolian. Serafolian deflected over for Vetter. Vetter with some speed there on the far side. Able to bring it in now. Jenny Vetter looking to cross. Plays it over for Serafolian. Serafolian settles it down. Gets it over for Wendell. Dakota Wendell's shot, and that goes wide.
Why would she do that? Why would she do that?
Another good look there for the Mavericks. As Pushner sends the goal kick away for the Vikings up on the far side. Trying to find Gasper. That goes over her head. Settled down now by Wendell for the Mavericks. Dakota Wendell trying to get it up for Serafolian. Ball comes back to Vetter now. Jenny Vetter plays it into Katu. Katu, a little touch pass looking for Riley. Back there was Brownrigg for Augustana's defense. Brownrigg plays it up to Beam. Grace Beam pressured there by two MAVRIK defenders. Now Katu plays it back for Seamuth. Seamuth looking to cross. Headed there by Serafolian, and on goal, Pushner makes the grab. Rolls it right away over for McKnight. McKnight up to Closey. Closey up to Dom. Give and go back to Closey now. Closey trying to find Leg. Ball comes back into Augustana territory. Serafolian able to win the ball back. Plays it over for Riley. Now Dakota Wendell on the ball for Minnesota State. Trying to play it up for Katu. Katu able to get on it. Plays it over for Riley. Now Riley trying to make a move back to the middle. Flips the field, trying to find Vetter. And that'll roll out on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for Augustana, but first, a couple substitutions for the Vikings. As number 27, Skylar Moe, checking in. As well as number 20, Kenzie Geiger. McKnight able to get it to Geiger. Back to McKnight, and McKnight plays it up as far as Barzowski. Barzowski settles it down. Able to get it over for Barant now. Matty Barant trying to send one in. Back there was McKnight, able to get it up for Gasper. Gasper trying to find Dom. Back there was Barzowski, able to play it up for the Mavericks. Has Vetter. McKnight able to play it up. Now Keneally finds Vetter one more time. Jenny Vetter still on the ball, looking to bring it to the middle now. Vetter's shot on goal, and a good save made there by Pushner. Mavericks now up to 21 shots on the game. Augustana has 14. Ball comes up to Legg now. Alexis Legg trying to get it up to Moen. Back there was Hoskin for the Mavericks. Plays it back into Viking territory. Closey. Plays it back for Mo. Ball deflects off of Kierstead, and now Dakota Wendell on the ball for the Mavericks. Wendell centers for Katu. Katu looking to bring it in. Good defense there from Augustana. Referee will call was foul. Foul on the play. It'll be an Augustana free kick now. Just outside of their own 18. Taken by number 19, Rebecca Thorson. Thorson plays it up. Back there was Keneally. Now headed down by Mo. Taken over there by Wendell. Now Dakota Wendell plays it in for Serafolian. Serafolian unable to control. Played back out by Brownrigg. Ball comes to Serafolian. Now gives it over for Katu. Katu shot looking for Vetter. That one hop. Save made there by Pushner. Played up by Barant. Kierstead unable to control. Riley wins it back for Barant. Now ball comes up to Katu. Katu able to make a move around Brownrigg. Trying to find Serafolian. Serafolian looking to shoot with the left foot, and that'll go wide. It'll be a goal kick coming up for the Vikings. But first, 3 more substitutions for Minnesota State. Number 11, Sydney DePrenger. Number 31, Nadia Lowry. And number 10, Brenda Sens. All check in. Headed there by DePrenger. In the middle, Gasper able to play it over for McKnight. McKnight headed up there by Wendell for the Mavericks. Comes right back to McKnight, and now up for Gasper. Gasper in the middle for Thorson. Thorson turns it over. Lowry comes away with it for the Mavericks. Trying to find DePrenger. Brownrigg takes it away for Augustana. Trying to play one into space for Legg. Ball goes through Hoskin. Back there is Seamuth, able to play it out on the near side. That'll be a throw in for Augustana now. Taking it, number 21, Lauren Brownrigg. Brownrigg gets it into Moen. Moen pressured there by Seamuth. Ball comes back to DePrenger. DePrenger plays it off of Moen. It'll be a throw in for the Mavericks. Seamuth with the throw. Looking for Lowry. Ball comes back to Brownrigg for the Vikings. Thorson flipping the field. Plays it over on the far side for Geiger. Geiger able to keep it in there. Pressure there by Keneally. Geiger looking for Gasper. Gasper trying to leave it for Geiger. Back there was Hoskin able to play it out. It'll be thrown for McKnight and the Vikings. McKnight into Geiger. Ball goes off of Keneally. We'll do it again here. It's into Dom. Now Keneally able to clear. Headed up there by Descends. Descends and McKnight tangle up. No whistle as McKnight comes away with it for the Vikings. Plays it over for Dom. Played out there by Keneally. One more throw-in for Augustana. Under 19 minutes left to play in the second half. Mavericks still lead it 2-0. Throw comes into Geiger. Held up there by Keneally. Cross comes in. Hoskin able to play it out for Wendell. Wendell up for Serafolian. Ball comes back for Thorson now. Thorson plays it out on the far side. It'll be thrown for Minnesota State. Substitution for both teams now is number 29, Julia Zock, checks back in for the Mavericks. And for the Vikings, number 17, Izzy Hedge makes her first appearance. Ball comes up, looking for DePrenger. Back there was Brownrigg. Brownrigg turns it over, descends looking to cross. Back there was Thorson, sends it right back to Descends. Britton Descends able to settle it down. Gives it over for Zock. Zock looking to shoot, one hop. And Pushner makes the grab, rolls it right away. Out for Brownrigg. Brownrigg with some space. Plays it over for Kierstead. Kierstead back for Hedge. Hedge plays it up looking for Geiger. Back there was Keneally. Gets it up for Wendell. Now Dakota Wendell plays it over on the far side looking for Descends. Descends right back to Wendell. Now Wendell turns it over. Taken away in there by Thorson. Thorson plays it up off the head of Hoskin. Settled down by Dakota Wendell. Wendell gets it up to DePrenger. Sydney DePrenger taking off the ball there by Brownrigg. Brownrigg plays it back for Thorson. Thorson up for Hedge. Hedge looking to play one in for Moe. Moe in, and that'll go out of play. Maverick throwing on the near side. Number 16, Morgan Seamuth, looking to take it. It's into Lowry. Lowry trying to find DePrenger. Back there was Brownrigg. He would play it out. Ball comes to Legg now. Legg turns it over. Lowry takes it away for the Mavericks. Gets it into Wendell. Go to Wendell. Pressure there by Gasper. Ball comes to Seamuth now. Morgan Seamuth with some space. Plays it out for DePrenger. DePrenger looking to cross. Back there was Brownrigg able to play it out for Augustana. It'll be a Maverick throw-in. DePrenger gets it into Zock. Julia Zock turns, shooting. Ball played out by Augustana as far as Kierstead. Kierstead has Geiger up on the far side. Geiger plays it back for McKnight. McKnight plays it out. It'll be a throw-in for the Mavericks on the far side. Throw-in comes back to McKnight, headed up there by Keneally. Up for Descends. Descends back to Keneally. Keneally looking to play one into space for Descends. Ball goes too far, and that'll roll out of play on the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Pushner and Augustana. Vikings need to make a little push here as we approach 15 minutes left to play. They trail by 2. Settled down now by Zock. Here's Zock looking to cross. Back there was Thorson. Plays it out as far as Kierstead. And now Gasper able to play it up for Moen. Moen plays it back for McKnight. McKnight turns it over looking for Gasper. And now Dakota Wendell back on the ball for the Mavericks. Wendell looking to bring it to the middle. Shot deflected off of Gasper. Dakota Wendell able to recover. Plays it back for Seamuth. Seamuth plays it up for DePrenger. Sydney DePrenger pressured there by Brownrigg. Trying to get a corner. Ball will go out of play off of Minnesota State. It'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. Ball comes in low. Settled down there by Wendell. Wendell trying to play it over for Zock. Ball cleared there by Thorson. Up as far as Leg. Leg pressure there by Barzowski. Barzowski able to play it back for Hoskin. Hoskin plays it back to midfield. Sent right back up by Augustana. There's Gasper. Looking for Moen. Skylar Moen able to settle it down. Pressured there by Seamuth. Looking to cross. Back there was Hoskin. Sent right back in by Brownrigg. That'll go wide, and Raboon will make the grab there. Headed up there by Wendell. Now Zock gets it up for Descends on the far side. Bryn Descends looking to make a run. Crosses it back for Zock. Zock looking to shoot. Ball goes wide. It'll be a goal kick for Augustana as the Vikings send in one more substitution. Number 8, Grace Bender checks back in for McKnight. Ball gets headed out there by Dakota Wendell on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for Augustana. Bender looking for Geiger. Back there was Keneally. Able to play it in the middle for Barant. Barant plays over on the near side, has Seamuth. Morgan Seamuth with some space now. Cross midfield has DePrenger. DePrenger right back for Seamuth. Seamuth looking to send one in for Zock. Goes over the head of Mo. Back there was Bender. Bryn Descends on the ball. She shoots and she scores! Bryn Descends makes it 3-0 Minnesota State. Descends getting her 4th goal on the season. Extends the MAVRIK lead to 3. As Augustana defense had a little breakdown, a little miscommunication there. And now the Mavericks looking to hold on to this 3-0 lead. Here's Brownrigg looking to cross for Kierstead. Ball gets played out. Back to Gasper. Ball comes up now. Deflected and off the hand. It'll be a handball. MAVRIK free kick coming up. Some substitutions now for Minnesota State after that 3rd goal. Number 14, Molly Riley. And number 3, Caitlin Brown. Both checked in. Now sent up by Bender for Augustana across midfield. Back there was Barant. Barzowski slips. Leg able to play it back for Closey. Closey has Gasper. A little too far for Gasper as Seamuth was back there for Minnesota State. Plays it up for DePrenger. DePrenger pressure there by Brownrigg. Plays it back for Seamuth. Seamuth up for Zock across midfield. Julia Zock gets over for Brown. Now Caitlin Brown plays it over on the far side for Descends. Descends. Looking to cross. Goes all the way back to the keeper, Pushner, and she'll make the grab. Pushner sends it away. One hop comes to Moen. That goes through. Played out there by Seamuth on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. That ball comes back for Thorson. Thorson plays over for Brownrigg. Brownrigg up for Leg. Leg, a little touch pass, looking for Moen. Seamuth will just play it out. It'll be a throw-in a little further down now for Augustana. So we approach 10 minutes left to play. Mavericks now lead at 3-0. Ball comes to the middle. Shot there by Hedge will go wide. Goal kick coming from Raboon. Headed back there by Kierstead. Settled down now by Brown. Caitlin Brown plays it over for Keneally. Keneally plays it up across midfield. Sent right back up by Thorson. Bounces over Moen's head. Barant running over there on the near side, able to keep it in for the Mavericks. Up as far as Brownrigg, though, as Brownrigg takes it back for Augustana. Plays it in the middle for Kierstead. Kierstead's shot, and that'll go wide. Augustana looking for a tip. They won't get it. Referee awards Lexa Raboon a goal kick. Raboon headed up there by Kierstead. The leg tried to get ahead on it. Back there is Hoskin able to play it up on the near side. Ball will go out of play. Augustana throw. Brownrigg gets it in the leg. Lexus leg. Reverses. Back for Brownrigg. Brownrigg looking to cross for Geiger. Back there was Keneally. Able to play it out up as far as DePrenger. DePrenger has it back for Brownrigg. Brownrigg sends it right back in for the Vikings, looking for Geiger. Keneally does another good job. Plays it up for Descends up on the far side. Descends trying to get around Bender. Ball will go out of play off for the Vikings. Mavericks throwing. Ball comes into Zock. Julia Zock. Plays it up for Descends on the far side. Bryn Descends. Looking to send one in. Has the Pranger. That goes over her head. All the way back to the keeper Pushner, and she'll make the grab. Rolls it right away for Brownrigg. And Lauren Brownrigg has some space now. Plays it up. Trying to find Moen. She didn't get enough on it. Played back in by Seamuth. Brownrigg has to play it back for Pushner. Pushner plays it short for Thorson. A near turnover there from Zock. Ball will go out of play. It says deflected off of Augustana. Throw in for DePrenger. DePrenger gets it into Zock. Tangled up there. Trying to center for Brown. Ball gets played back. Gasper now for the Vikings. Gets it up to Leg. Alexis Leg trying to play one into space. On the far side for Geiger. That'll go out of play. We'll get some more substitutions. Number 7, Kelly Friedrich back into the game. And number 30, Claire Baresi. Number 27, Cassidy Joyce. All in for Minnesota State.
Now into the Vikings, number 12, Riley Gross. Number 26, Grace Bennett.
Back into the game for Augustana. Number 12, Riley Closey. And number 26, Grace Bender.
Cassidy Joyce. Number 30, Claire Baresi.
Ball comes into the middle now. Bender back on the ball. Headed there by Friedrich. Gasper gets right back on it for Augustana. Deflected there by Joyce. Cleared there by Seamuth.
So we're not gonna do it.
Up across midfield. Zock running after it. Back there was Thorson. Zock gets to it first for Minnesota State. Trying to play one into space for DePrenger. DePrenger unable to get to it. It'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. Some more substitutions now for the Mavericks.
There won't be a takedown today, sir?
Number 18, Anna Mixon.
So there won't be a takedown today?
Will check in. As well as number 8,
Okay.
Julia Best. Time ticking down. Under 5:15 left to play in the second half. Mavericks hold a 3-0 lead over Augustana. In the first game of the semifinals and Stennis IC Conference Tournament. Next game coming up is Minot State and University of Mary. Ball played up to Beam now. Grace Beam. Pressured there by Seamuth. Looking to shoot. On goal, and a good grab made there by Raboon. Ball settled down there by Best. Kierstad plays it over for Closey. Riley Closey gets it up for Leg. Less's leg, pressure there by Barzowski. Able to play it over for Kierstad. Brownrigg calling for it. Looking to cross. A little too far there for Gasper. And Alexia Boone will scoop it up there for the Mavericks. Goal kick headed up in the air. Now settled down there by Baresi. Trying to head it over for Mixon. Brownrigg couldn't control. Now Joyce able to win it back for the Mavericks. Ball deflects over for Closey. For Augustana. Now up for Kierstad. Kierstad looking to play it for Alexis Leg. Back there was Hoskin. Ball comes over to Best on the far side. That'll roll out of play. Augustana throw-in. Trying to get into Closey. Back there was Best, able to play it up. Looking for Mixon. Mixon trying to get it up for Descends. Now Mixon. One more time for Descends. Up on the far side. Descends gets it up for Brown. Caitlin Brown. Shot deflected there. Now coming in from Best, and that'll go wide. Izzy Hedge a little shaken up there for the Vikings on the shot from Best as the goal kick comes from Pushner. Headed up there by Joyce. Played up by Thorson. Now settled down by Mixon. Taken off the ball there by Beam. Beam pressured there by Seamuth. Mixon plays it back for Barzowski. Barzowski reverses for Hoskin. Hoskin up for Mixon. Trying to get it to Seamuth. Seamuth does a good job of keeping in for the meantime as that'll roll out of play just a little bit further down. Throwing on the near side for Augustana. Brownrigg gets it in for Thorson. Thorson off of Brown now. Cassidy Joyce able to settle it down for Minnesota State. Gets it into Best. Julia Best reversing. Pressured there by Bender. Able to get it up for Joyce. Cassidy Joyce looking to get it in for Descends. Descends right back out for Brown. Brown trying to play it for Best. Ball comes up for Kierstad for the Vikings. Now for Leg. Leg, a little give and go back to Kierstad. Now Kierstad across midfield. Ball comes to Leg. Alexis Leg. Gets it over for Closey. Around Riley Closey. Looking to cross. Back there was Barzowski. Barzowski able to play it out on the far side. They'll be thrown for the Vikings. Bender. Looking for Leg. Leg looking to send one in. Ball goes over the head of Raboon and out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Alexa Raboon and the Mavericks as we approach 1 minute left to play in the second half.
1 minute remaining in the second half. 1 minute.
Headed there by Hedge by the Augustana. Now Brown for the Mavericks. Trying to find Best. Ball deflects for Descends. Now trying to get it up to Best. Handball was the call. It'll be a free kick for Augustana. Thorson takes it right away. Trying to get it up to Leg. Back there was Baresi. Able to get it up for Joyce. Now under 30 seconds left to play. Joyce on the near side for Mixon. And a Mixon directing Descends. Trying to play it over. It'll be a throw-in for Brownrigg and the Vikings. 15 seconds remaining now. Gets it into Beam. Beam deflects it up for Hedge. Hedge trying to find for Leg. Leg plays it back for Kierstad. A little too far for her. Best on the ball, and that'll do it. Minnesota State defeats Augustana in the first semifinal and advances to the championship game of the NSIC Conference Tournament. We'll wait the winner of Minot State and UMary coming up next.
Thank you for coming out today. We
Game-winning goal goes to Jenny Fetter off a corner kick, assisted by Morgan Katu. Minnesota State added a couple more goals from number 29, Julia Hazak, and number 10, Brenda Sens. The Mavericks beat the Vikings 3-0 today. Shots were 25-16 in favor of Minnesota State. Corner kicks were 4-3 in favor of Minnesota State. Mavericks will advance to the championship game on Sunday.
Do we need more chips for the cameras? Set enough. Okay.
That'll do it here for the first game of the semifinals of the NSIC Conference Tournament. Once again, Minnesota State advances. We'll wait the winner of Minot State and UMary coming up next. That game will start at 2 p.m. here in Mankato. Thank you for joining us today. Hope to see you there at the next game, Minot State and UMary.
Dr. Leah Rue has a big idea: attract more women to science and engineering careers. As a young girl who loved building things, she helped her mother with home remodeling projects. Now, as a construction management professor at Minnesota State Mankato, she's a role model to her students and graduates as they become leaders in the building industry. Big ideas, real-world thinking. Minnesota State Mankato. Go further at mnsu.edu. Recent Minnesota State Mankato graduate Jacob Ball has a big idea: become a bilingual family physician serving rural America. As an honors student and varsity athlete, he studied Spanish, biology, and biochemistry. He also volunteered at a Mankato medical clinic and studied in Ecuador. He's now in medical school, one step closer to bringing his big idea to life. Big ideas, real-world thinking. Minnesota State Mankato. Go further at mnsu.edu.